Hey y'all, it's your boy Golden Mouse back at it again. Today we have the first ever installment of Character Development, my new series where I take an anime character each week and do a full in-depth analysis of them, who they are, what made them who they are, where they're going. This first episode is all about the Flame Hero Endeavor from My Hero Academia. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Endeavor is a character that has brought division among the fan base of My Hero Academia since his inception. There has been a lot of people who, when he first came out, thought he had an awesome character design, thought he had an awesome power, but absolutely hated him because he was a massive jerk. He was portrayed in the beginning of the anime as basically the antagonist, hanging over Shoto, who made Shoto the enigmatic, miserable young boy that he is in the beginning of the show. It is amusing to me to see how not only the entire fan base, but how my opinions on Endeavor have changed since that time to where we are now. Because it wouldn't be a very interesting character if he just stayed the jerk the whole time. There's got to be some kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Character development. Title drop. Yeah. And Endeavor's has been spectacular. So throughout the series, for most of it, and especially the current anime, for you who are anime only, for most of it, Endeavor has been just a jerk. Nothing about it has been pleasant. Big, huge, humongous, just butt face, as the children would say. We have just now begun to see a bit of the Endeavor redemption. For those who are caught up with the manga, of course, you have seen much more. I am going to try to talk about both, so I can cater to both sections here, while not being super spoilery for the manga. I'm going to have to reveal some things, but I'm going to also keep a lid on others. Basically, at this point here in the anime, we have finally seen Endeavor in a better light. Still not perfect, still not, the best, but he's trying. He's making an effort. He was recently upgraded to the #1 hero spot at All Might's retirement. He was not super thrilled about that, even though it was his entire life's goal and the reason that he ostracized all of his children from him. But there is a valid reason as to why. While on the surface, he got what he wanted. In truth, it's not how he wanted it. He wanted the #1 spot as a proof of his power, of his worth, of how mighty he truly was. And gaining the #1 spot from All Might's retirement was kind of like a slap in the face. Basically, he finally got what he'd been pushing for so long, but he got it as a consolation prize. And that burned him up inside. Because it's Quirk's hell flame. Anyway. We see an awesome scene after the announcement where he just trashes his training room, and it's a bit of a turning point for him. At that moment there, you really get to see a completely let down and just kind of put out another environment, but yeah, that's right. Put out Endeavor. Because this thing he's been trying for his whole life, he's got it, and it means nothing to him because he didn't do it the right way. But now, all of a sudden, since he has it, he's it. He's #1. He's the hero. What's he gonna do? Well, he did what most people do: go to your predecessor, which was impressive for Endeavor, considering he basically hated the man. He goes to All Might, asks him what to do, and All Might says something that eerily echoes what All Might's apprentice said to him back during the sports festival. And he says, basically, paraphrasing here, "Do you, boo? You can't be me. I have my way of doing things. But you're not me. You're you. Figure out what being the #1 hero means to you and do it." And it causes Endeavor to think. It gets the ball rolling. You see, Endeavor was not always the villain that he was portrayed as in early anime. Um, in the beginning, he's a hero just like any other. He had high ambitions. He wanted to be number one, but he wanted to be the number one hero. He wanted he wanted to save people. He wanted to win. He was a good man. What changed that was the loss of his firstborn son. That's honestly what it boils down to. His oldest son, Toya Todoroki, died in a training accident. At this point, at that moment in time, Toya was Endeavor's pride and joy. While he did not possess the half hot, half cold quirk that he wanted in his children, his fire still surpassed Endeavor's. And he wanted Toya to surpass him. He wanted to train him up. He was placing his hope on Toya's shoulders. And as all this goes without saying, but the loss of a child changes people. Anime or not, it would be ridiculous for there to not be some dramatic change in him after the loss of his firstborn son, whom he loved dearly. And in that loss, a darkness took a hold of Endeavor's heart. He threw all of his time and effort now into surpassing All Might through Shoto, the half-hot, half-cold, who was born shortly before Toya's death. Was born just a few years before Toya's death there. And he became a much colder, much harder man. Was shown to even begin abusing his children, abusing Shoto, not paying much attention to his other two children, Fuyumi and Natsuo. Just really started down the dark path that he's on whenever we first meet him in the anime. And it takes that 10 or so years of being on that dark path and suddenly being thrust into the number one spot with the responsibility of a nation on your shoulders to really snap him out of that darkness. And the thing that I love the most about what Horikoshi did with Endeavor is Endeavor did not go to Shoto and his other children and his estranged wife and say, "I'm sorry, please forgive me." He made a point to say, "I cannot ask you to forgive me. I have done too much. The only thing I can do now is work for atonement." He wants to put in work and show them that he's a different man, show them that he has made a change, and prove that he truly is different and that he truly is sorry. Of course, it's not received very well by most of his children. His eldest daughter, Fuyumi, seems kind of the warmest to him. Ironic, giving her ice quirk. I'm putty today. But his remaining sons, Natsuo and Shoto, are much more distant. Natsuo even goes as far as to saying that he hates him, that he wants nothing to do with him. He can work for atonement all he wants, he'll never get it. Shoto is much more on the fence. I believe he's torn between wanting to hate his father for what he's done and wanting to truly see the man be better. I think he gets that from the character development he's had throughout being around Deku and the others. But that's a different video for a different day. Endeavor begins the journey of redemption, and it, for those of you, for those who are anime only, of course, have only just begun to see it, but it is truly a awesome thing, because Horikoshi was able to take a character that was despised universally. In the beginning, you never heard on in any fan pages, in any fan fiction, on talking to your friends about it. Nobody liked Endeavor. Nobody liked Endeavor. He was garbage. And now, due to spectacular writing, I like him. I'm a fan. I have enjoyed the Endeavor redemption arc far more than I have enjoyed the typical anime villain redemption arc in a long time. I think it breaks the mold of the anime redemption, the antagonist redemption in anime, because number one, it's a much more deep-seated trauma. And number two, it's not a quick fix. Okay, he was bad, he's good now, it's great. No, you're seeing a man work his hardest to regain the respect of his family. And I think that that is phenomenal. I think it's wonderful. Fantastic writing, like truly fantastic writing. Endeavor is, in my opinion, one of the most well-written characters in My Hero Academia. Completely honest with you right there. And I look forward to seeing where his redemption arc will take him, especially given most recent events in the manga. Of course, like I said, not going to get into super spoilery territory. But things are changing, things are moving. All Might's gone. He's number one. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the next couple of seasons of the anime, where you're going to be able to actually see the actual. Oh man, I'm pumped up for it, guys. I'm pumped up for it. I'm trying super hard not to spoil things, but needless to say, it's going to be awesome. I have greatly enjoyed my time researching into Endeavor. There's a lot that I was going to add to this video, but when I first recorded it, it was 45 minutes long. I don't believe anybody would have watched that, and it would have taken me 6 years to edit. So I did kind of cut it down into this condensed version here. If you guys are super interested in it, I may drop the full version later. Let me know in the comments, if you want it. I'll put in the effort. I'll drop it like maybe this weekend. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any comments, opinions on Endeavor, opinions on My Hero Academia as a whole, please drop a comment. Please, I want to hear what you have to say. If you agree, you disagree, let me know. Let's start a dialogue here. Let's start a conversation. This is going to be a continuing series every week. I've got the next 2 characters planned out. I'm going to be dropping next week's character on Saturday on my Instagram. So if you want to know a little early and be prepared, then follow me on Instagram, GoldenMouse7, just like on here. If you have anybody you would like to see a video on in the near future or the distant future, or absolutely anytime really after the next 2 weeks, let me know. Like I said, drop it in the comments. I do take requests, and if it's a character that I don't know a lot about, I will watch the anime and read the manga, and I will put it out there for you because I love you guys. You're awesome. Once again, I did not know that being a YouTuber would be so fun. I have so much fun doing these videos. The editing is a process, but the videos itself, awesome. The research, awesome. And you guys, awesome. I love your feedback. I want to build, a community around this. I want to make friends. So please let me know what you guys think. If you like it, drop a like. If you don't like it, drop a dislike. And tell me why though, because I want to be better for you guys. I want to be better. And as always, it's been a pleasure. Adios.